Hey everybody, thanks for watching. This is another one of these talking about hearing God, but right now I want to talk about hindrances to hearing God, because there's times where we're not hearing God, and it can be for a lot of different reasons. And sometimes God's just waiting on us to just exhibit some patience and some faith and some strength to just stand. But there are times when there's things that are in the way of hearing God, and probably the biggest one of these is unforgiveness, right? And so we have unforgiveness in our heart towards a person, towards an event. Sometimes something happens to someone you love, and now you're offended for another person. That's a hard one to get over too. It could be your spouse or a relative that someone else has offended, and now you're offended at them for them. It's just a process that you need to get over and let go. And so let me tell you how you do this. What you need to do is, we are not the judges of people. We're not. God's the only righteous judge. He's the only one that has the authority and the power to do this. And so sometimes we've been hurt by somebody, what they said, what they did, the way they acted. And even with people who will not come and apologize, they won't do it. Well, if a person won't come and apologize, they themselves cannot receive the forgiveness. However, we ourselves can release that to God and say we forgive anyways, even if they won't come and receive it. And this is the where the rubber meets the road. When you release the person from your heart, release them to God for what they've done, get rid of the judgment, and you'll have a clear line of communication with the Lord. And sometimes we're trying to hear God for a certain thing or a certain area, and God's only speaking to us about the unforgiveness we're hanging on to. And He wants us to come to a place of forgiveness with that. So here's how you do it. It's super simple. All you do is you go in and to whatever secret place you have with God, wherever you're at, and you say, all right, Lord, I know this person has offended me. I know what they did was not right. And for some of you, it may be something that someone did that was absolutely terrible. It just seems it's unforgivable, but it is forgivable. Because God has forgiven us. And if God can forgive the Apostle Paul for what he did, we also can pick up that same strength that Jesus exhibited and forgive as well. So here's what you do. You take this person, right, and you put them in the forefront of your mind. You know who they are. And you just reach into your heart and you make this little cup like this, right, just with your hands. And then you know who the person is. And you say, all right, Lord, this is this person. And you name them. And you say, Lord, I'm pulling them out of my heart and I'm putting them into my hands. Maybe it's multiple people. All right, name that other one. They did this too. And I'm hanging on to, and then there's that person. You might have to be here for a while. Doesn't matter. Take them out of your heart, put them in your hands. And then you just pray this. God, I'm not the righteous judge. You're the only one who is. And I release this person to you, everything they've done and all the pain. And I release them, God, to you. And you take your hands like this and just say, I release it, and let it go. And you just say, God, I forgive them, and I'm not going to bring it up again. And then you just release them to the Lord. And when you do that, you're going to feel a huge weight come off your shoulders, come off of your body, come off of your mind, come off of you. And every time the enemy tries to bring that back to say, no, you are offended at this person, you say, no, I release them to the Lord, and I refuse to have negative thoughts for that person or what they've done. And the other thing you can do, here's how you know if you've really passed it. And that is when you can pray and really mean it, blessing over them. When you can pray, God, move in their life. Lord, let them be everything you called them to be. Let them not miss out on one thing. And you can pray in that way, man, you have passed it. You are over it. And I'll tell you right now, it's not worth it to carry any unforgiveness no matter what a person has done. Trust me, I've released tons of people to the Lord, because when you're pastoring a church, people come against you for all kinds of reasons. You don't even know why, but they just do. And so you just have to release it to the Lord and have an open heart, even for the next person that comes in. Never leave your heart closed off for new relationships, because unforgiveness will do exactly that. So I hope that helps you. This is a hindrance to hearing God. Let it go. God's going to move.